Hello everyone, hope you are doing great. I am Asmi Islam. In this video, I would like to discuss about this week's content, the power of arts, the editorial, cartoonist watchdog, as well as citizen watchdogs. That's a very important topic for us. If I compare with our country's perspectives, last 2 years our country faced a lot of democratic issues such as one biggest student movements by which our authoritarian government resigned and interim government come in rule, and recently our general elections of our country is holding, and just yesterday, and now we didn't get a result yet, but we are so much excited because after 17 years our people uh, ensured their right of votes, as even though it's a democratic country, but the authoritarian government which ruled last 17 years, they basically make a lot of corruptions and people didn't get a chance to make their vote. So that times we are very much excited, and in the meantime I'm making this video. So what actually I want to say about editorial cartoonist, it's very important. If I tell about my country's perspectives, the political leader if make any corruption, if they did anything which go against public's rights, human rights, that times sometimes professional journalists can't speak anything, any words, any term professionally, because of lot of pressures, sometimes owner pressures, sometimes media corporate pressures, sometimes political and economical pressures which actually they face, sometimes self censorships also journalists face. So in the meantime, if they make some cartoonist like they want to say about something, making cartoonist body pictures, there are some terms they use in a cartoon or memes way. This this basically don't go against directly the power, but it express the thing what people want to know. So this I noticed multiple times when students movements was happened in our country. They made a lot of these memes and cartoonists and spread in social media platforms, and by watching these types of cartoon, basically we can understand what they want to express as the politically corrupted. They are doing injustice, they are doing rape cases, they are doing injustice with women, marginalized communities. So every injustice activities basically, if we can express by using cartoon, that's a good thing, that's a very good watchdog, and by this one person can function, maintain, ensure the political accountability, the justice and democratic rights and human rights as well as. And if I say about citizen watchdogs, it's basically extends this watchdog behavior from professionalism to citizens. Citizens have rights, they can express anything which they feel, and can use social media platforms easily to voice their rights, which I observed in this running elections of our country. If any polling agents make misinformation, rumors, campaign, they make any false corrupted any documents they express, immediately others people can counter them, can talk about them. And not only that, as polling stations sometimes corruptions happen, some intimidations happen, so every persons have voice to talk about that. That's his citizen watchdog. And I noticed that this citizen played a good role in whole about the election perspectives. They talk about their strategy, they did a lot of things which was very interesting, and I felt after 17 years in our country that yeah, democracy is playing role by citizens also. They are so much aware about their human rights. One incident I would like to say that one of our biggest political leader said on in a campaign that women who go outside for their work activities or duties, they are not good. They have to stay in home, and it's their responsibility to manage household activities. So against this concept, multiple peoples make protest on social media platforms and say that the women's power, women's empowerment, how much need, how they actually give contribution in our economy, in our every sectors, not only that, in our liberation war also. So that is the biggest thing, which I couldn't um I couldn't understand that this awareness actually came by these social media platforms and civic watchdog behaviors. That's actually was we can't think about in before, when social media was not exist here. So that's a big deal, I think. And I think in citizen watchdog, it's very important for us for ensuring democracy. But in this case, I have some instructions also for using proper social media, I mean citizen watchdog. Like we have to maintain accountability. We have to think about this information is right or wrong before spreading on social media platforms, because if the case is so sensitive, sometimes it's can create panic situations among audience also. It's go so much viral. So definitely before publishing any information, does this behavior have to learn for every citizen, and have to think about that, okay, it's I am responsible for my citizen. I have to be careful about the information. In this case, he can learn the media literacy, can understand how can check the misinformation and disinformation, and have to understand the audience interest also. And one another thing I want to say that, as for self-censorship or political censorship, sometimes the mainstream media, which types of content can't express on the media, then they can talk about in social media platforms. That's basically our expanding the situations for us to maintain democracy more. That's a big deal. Sometimes I notice that in social media platforms are spreading one information, they're voicing rise about any content constantly. Then mainstream media think, okay, we should make news on that. So it happens multiple times. Last 2 and 3 years, I noticed in our country's perspectives, sensitive rape case, sensitive deepfakes related online harassment issues, or sometimes I notice that the politically corrupted, which concepts media never want to cover. But when it become viral on social media, then they are basically feeling it that we have to talk about it, and they investigate it and reported on it also. So I think in my perspective, it's very important to learn this watchdog behavior, as well as for professional and citizen both, because they are basically helping each other and spreading information and ensuring democracy and reducing corruptions and ensure human rights. So that's a very important topic. I think you will enjoy, and you will find it so fun to learn. So best wishes for you, and follow the psychology assignment and canvas assignment as well. I am here. Please reach out to me if you have any issues with gradings and other things. Thank you so much.